Okay, friends, to make this spooky head in a jar that we're going to make for Halloween, this is what you need. You need a hot glue gun and some hot glue sticks. You need some of these clear plastic containers. I got these at the dollar store, 2 for $1, so that's a good deal. They come with a blue lid, so you get 2, but we don't really want the lid to be blue. So I want to make it a little more Halloweenish. So I got some black spray paint to spray paint the lids black. And you'll need a stapler. I noticed all the head in a jar online are in glass. I chose plastic to be more kid friendly. And all these other things that I used to decorate the top of this, all of this came from the dollar store. So you can find all kinds of cute, fun Halloween decorations there. These little plastic skeletons and hands, they come in a bag like this, and there's a lot in the bag. There's 10 pieces, so you can get a lot for your money. And then these black spiders I actually ordered on Amazon. They had some spiders at the dollar store, but they had glitter on them, and I'm not a big fan of glitter, so I didn't want to use those, but I just got these. And these little witch hats are like a flower pick that I just pulled the stick off of. And then there's all the kinds of pumpkins. These pumpkins have a clip on the bottom of them, which can easily be removed. You can just pull that little clip off. It comes off really easy. See, you can just remove that little clip. So that's spider webbing, anything you want to use to decorate the top of your lid. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell you how to make the face that goes in your jar. We'll get to that. Okay, what you're going to need to do is take a selfie if you're making one of yourself, or if you're doing it for your students in your class or any of your family, you just need to take a picture of them. And what I did is I had my students stand in front of this Mona Lisa, because it's kind of good to have a dark background, some kind of muted dark background, because we have to add some more pieces onto our picture when we put it in the jar. So if it's a darker background, it's easier to add a couple pieces on each side of the head to make it long enough to fit in the jar. So I had them just stand here in front of the Mona Lisa when I took their picture. So you could just take a selfie with kind of a dark background behind. Okay, friends, once you take your funny, spooky, whatever kind of picture you want to take on your cell phone, you can edit it and make it even a little bit more crazy and spooky by just tapping the edit button. And go down here, the crop sign. Okay, you can use this edit, and you can go to this where you can make it really big, or like your chin is really big and your forehead is small. You can do that. You can push this other adjust that does sideways adjustments, and you can make like one eye look bigger and the other eye look smaller. So you can adjust your picture to make it look as spooky or crazy or silly as you like, so it kind of looks like your face is in a jar. You can do that on your phone. You can also play with the color, saturation, brilliance, tone, all those buttons on your phone that can adjust the picture. If you want it to look even a little more deathly or spooky or ghoulish, you can change colors, make it a little more greenish, grayish, reddish, whatever you want to do. So edit your picture first, then save it how you like it. Now we're going to upload that picture and print it. Okay, once you've finished editing your photo, you can upload it, airdrop it, if you would like, to another device, like I did to my laptop, or you can print from your phone if you're able to do that. So I have mine on my laptop now, and I just have it in the preview mode. And then I'm gonna go up here to File, and I'm gonna come down to Print, and then it gives me some options. So the best size that I've found that works to fit in the jar, you come over here to paper size, and you can look at all the sizes, but the one that fits the best is the 5x7. So you click on that, 5x7, and then you just go ahead and print that. Okay, friends, once you've printed it, this is what it looks like. It's kind of over to one side. You just need to trim it. So just get your scissors and trim it. If you have a little bit of the edge up there, that's okay, because you can just color that in. So now what you're going to need to do is we're going to have to fill in these white spaces to kind of match the background. And see how this background is kind of a dark grayish black? You can literally just color this with colored pencil, crayon, oil pastel. Just kind of blend in what you see in the background, just make this match. If you want to make it your hair color, you can do that. So I'm just going to color in some dark color because it doesn't really matter too much since it's going to be the back side of your jar. I'm just gonna add a little bit of yellow since my hair in this looks kind of yellowy. I'll just add some of that in here. Okay, I just added some of the same colors that I see in the background of this picture. So it doesn't have to be anything great, just fill it in so it's not white. And then we're going to laminate it because we're going to be putting water in our jar. So you have the option of adding water if you want it to look like it's a floating head in there, or you don't have to add water. But if you're going to add water, for sure you'll need to laminate this. So that will be the next step, to laminate and seal your picture with plastic. Okay, friends, here's one that I did a couple days ago. It's a little bit different facial features on there, but I went ahead and I colored. See, the background here was a kind of orangey brown color in my house. One of the doors was behind me, so I just kind of colored my background that same color that I see in the picture of the browns and yellows and oranges. And then once I have this laminated, you just need to cut it out of the laminating. Extra laminating cut off. Then all you need to do is roll it to see how it's going to fit in your jar. So first I'm going to test it, see if I need to trim any of it. So here's my jar. I'm going to roll it to fit in there. Let's see. So I think I'm just going to trim this top a little bit on the side. Okay. I'm going to trim this edge just a little. It's a little bit long. So you just put it in your jar and then you get it where you want it. If you want it to be a little bit loose in there so that you can put water around it, I would just hold it, like measure it where you want it, then hold it, pull it back out. Take your stapler and staple it so that it stays in place. And then you can make sure it fits in your dryer good. That looks good. Fits pretty well. Then our next step is to decorate our lid. We'll do that now. The lids that come on the containers are this light blue color. And since I want it to be more spooky and Halloweenish, I am going to spray paint these lids black. So I've taken them all off for the class because I'm making a class set for all the students. And I've just laid them on this old tablecloth, and then I'm just going to go ahead and spray paint those all black. I just got regular old black spray paint. Make sure you get around the edges. Okay friends, remember the first one I made super spooky lid with this skeleton face and these skeleton hands and the spider web stuff. So that's the one I made before. Today I'm going to make one using a pumpkin, a spider, some fall leaves, and a little bit of spider web. Got to have a little bit of spookiness in it. So I got my black lid and got my supplies. There's my jar and my hot glue gun. So we'll get to it. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is just put a little glue on here. Put a good amount of glue on there so it will stay. Okay, so there's my lid with a pumpkin and a spider on it. And there you have it, without water in it. It still looks great. It's probably not as messy if you don't add the water, but if you really want to add the water, you can, because it's been laminated, so you can put some water in there. And you can add, if you want to add like a touch of food coloring to your water, you could always do that too. So this is without water, and this one has water in it. You can tell it's like the green water in there, but it's almost not nearly as messy, and you don't have to be quite as careful with it if you don't put the water in it. There they are, friends. 2 heads in a jar. This is a super fun project. I hope you guys had fun making it, and we'll see you again next time.